What's up, you guys? It's your boy Shamar Sledge, and I'm back with another video. Before we get into it, let me play this clip.
It's too many holes in your story. Bitch, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I've been real calm, cool, collected with telling my side of the story and just letting shit be and not speaking my mind and literally just living my life. But you keep picking and you keep going and you keep fucking with me. Like we both not on the internet. Like we both don't got a following. Do you want to do it? Let's do it. Let's see who's still here. Let's go tit for tat and see who's still standing. I bet you it'd be me. I promise you it'd be me.
So before I get into the breakdown or give my opinion on that video, let me address something here. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of sad. It's very much so sad that we still have content creators, or that we still have so many people that's just on social media that are attacking him and criticizing him and ridiculing him and all of that, right? We continually ask ourselves, how can these people judge him like this, or how can people attack him like this, or just simply trying to understand how can someone be so dumbfounded or be so slow in the head, whatever you want to call it, to not see that the truth that's in their eyes. Now, in some previous videos, I addressed how these low life motherfuckers, please don't excuse my French, how they don't really care for Courtney's opinion and how they feel because he's gay and things like that. But I'm beginning to realize that it's more to the story here. Like, it's not just that. See, we understand or we know that they've been conditioned to not really, you know how it is in those days, keep it in the family. They have that mindset, but you have to think low if you want to understand these low life motherfuckers like this. You see, if they can't understand that he's simply telling his truth, he's simply trying to heal, and he's been through this sick child abuse, things like that, I don't think that they want to understand. I actually believe that they do understand. I believe that they are upset and that they hate him because he's brave enough to tell his story and they've never been able to, on top of Courtney being gay, he's brave enough to call out his predator. He's not scared of being shunned by the family. He's not over there saying, I would never do my mama like that. Like, he's not afraid. He's speaking out. They hate stuff like that, it seems. People hate what they will never be. So it's no understanding when it comes to these low-life motherfuckers who are continuously attacking a child for telling his story and trying to heal from his trauma, other than that they're upset and that they're jealous. That's just how it is. They some low lives. If you want to get deeper, you see, people like that, they've been stuck in the child's mind emotionally and mentally since that trauma occurred to them, and they've never been brave enough, like I said, to heal from that. They've never been brave enough to mature and, use that as an advantage or use that pain to fuel you and to keep going. They've never been able to do that, so they're still young and dumb in the mind. When people like this who can't comprehend correctly and who can't understand in things like that, they have a tendency to stay with me now, y'all. They have a tendency to get mad quickly and get very upset because they cannot understand. And that's what led, I don't know, but it seems like that's what led big Shonda motherfucking ass to run and race to her motherfucking life to try to make a video attacking this child. What type of low life could you be? Now, listen, y'all. Listen. Some may say I'm a small channel. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. I'm not trying to challenge big Shonda. I'm not trying to challenge her because I would deem that as a too easy road. So I'm not gonna, go in to try to provide no hood therapy session for no big Shonda, because I don't really give a fuck about her. But I will be giving her some pointers because I'm such a good person. At the end of this video, I'm gonna give her some pointers because it seems that she feels she's carefree. She doesn't have anything that she could be worrying about because she's over there minding Courtney's business. I'm gonna try to help her out. Anyway, my opinion on the grandmother getting on the phone. Now, y'all, I can say I've seen this on a couple of older lives when I was watching. I don't believe that she really understands what's going on. Like Trese, it was a time before she was on the, Lord, let me not call it that. Trigger Trese was on the phone with her a time before, right? And then she was telling her about, a situation like this. I think it was this situation. And then if you notice, the grandma will go back and refer back to the time before the warehouse, be like, oh yeah, you just trying to move that man in the house or whatever. Like, you remember the incident when Courtney was talking to that guy, that long distance relationship and things like that. She referred back to that. Like, he just acting out because of that. It's still set in her mind. I believe Trigger Treats uses that as an advantage because she's a master manipulator. She can overtalk you. She'll try to change the narrative, change the story, and things like that. She knows I can get on here and talk to my grandmother. She'll vouch for me, be like, yeah, he's been in the wrong. He's doing this. She's still got it in her mind that is what she's been talking about the whole time. That's why when Trigger Treats told her about the things like, sticking the we ain't gonna get too graphic, but when she told her about that and they had that conversation, she was like, no, I ain't never did no stuff like that. I would never do no stuff like that, or whatever she said, or however she said it. That's why she was so surprised, because she's not really understanding the story that's going on. Now, that's just my opinion. Now, I ain't trying to get a grandmother too much of the benefit of the doubt, because she went on to say what she said about how she ain't see it and it must have didn't happen, but then this happened. We know that's all crazy. I ain't trying to get much into that. I'm just saying, I don't really too much believe that the grandmother understands what this situation is about. I believe Trick or Treats is using this the past experience to her advantage because she knows her grandmother is going to vouch for her. Anyway, so last thing before we get into this video, do y'all remember the warehouse incident, right? Trick or Treats made a video about a day or two after, and she said, we'll be able to tell who was telling the truth. She said, if my life goes good, then he was the one lying. If his life goes good, then I was the one lying. It's in my belief that we are actually seeing Trick or Treat's prophecy unfold before our very own eyes. Because if I look back, it seems as though then she was at the peak of her career, right? Considering, I don't know, but if we balance the two from then to now, it seems she's been on a constant downhill. It seems like every relationship she gets into, whether it's with the dude, whether it's her friends, whatever, it seems it's going downhill. So, I don't know. Now, we've seen Courtney, right? Killa Kenz. And he's been flourishing. He's gradually going up. He has everything going on. His social media is great. He's graduated, he has his own apartment. He has everything going for himself. So Trick or Trees, Tree, let me know now, because I don't know. You may have been right about this one now. Now, I ain't trying to dog her, but I spoke on soft narcissism and things on Chef Carmen and things on previous videos, and she possessed that same spirit. You see, the Jezebel spirits, the Delilahs. Usually there are two separate people that you have to watch, but it seems as though she possesses both of those spirits, which indeed makes her a very dangerous person. You see, they're narcissists in their self, right? Then the Delilah is what I like to call the soft narcissism, right? They'll pull on your heartstrings and things like that. And then it's the Jezebels. They don't really give a fuck. They the master manipulators. They'll get down and dirty, right? Trick or Treats is both of these people. She is indeed a narcissist. She will never really see, or she will never admit the wrong in which she's done. She will never admit that she was indeed right this time with her privacy right. So, I don't know. This is crazy. Now, y'all, let's talk. Some may ask, Shamar, why do you sound so jittery? Why do you sound so, happy and not really sad about the video that Killa Kenz, aka Courtney, made? You see, I'm very grateful that Trese did this move. It only not helps Courtney in legal actions and things like that, because it was obviously a lie and a scam and things like that. What Trick or Treat's done was she triggered Courtney. She triggered him in a way that it unlocked his full Aries mode. This is what I like to call the Aries mode. It unlocked his completely. And I'm so grateful. And he did the very first step that what us Aries, us Rams do. You see, you can try to back us in the corner. You can even try to present us with a challenge or with an obstacle. You can try to put whatever on us or do whatever you want to do to us. But what that ram will do, what we'll do, we'll say, okay, and we'll take a step back. We may even take 2 steps back. But what we'll do, we'll run head first, full speed, until the fire. We will run head first into whatever situation that may come our way. See, what she done, and I'm very grateful for it. She unlocked the full Aries mode in Courtney right now. It's no doubt in my mind that he's going to be great. He took a step back. He went to sleep. He slept on it. I was watching Chase's video. She said that he saw it on one of his TikTok lives. He took a step back. He slept on it, and then when he woke up, he ran full speed into the fire. So trick or treats, trick or treats. I honestly don't think that you're ready. I don't think that you're built for this. You see, he tried to let it go. He tried to calm down. You think that you have the upper hand. You see, in Aries, he's very smart. He knows what can set you off. He knows how to calm you down. And you know, it's almost like he's been with you every step of the way. So this is on you. Get ready for the rodeo. It was when he said, let's go and see who's still standing. I bet you it'd be me. I promise it'd be me. You know, I felt that in my spirit. I knew then that he was in full Aries mode. You see, he may get burned some. He may get dusted. He may get bruised along the way. He may have to crawl sometimes. But he will not stop until he is the victor, until he wins and succeeds with whatever he puts his mind to. And some may call him a master manifester at this point, because in full Aries mode, if he gets something in his mind that he wants, or that's something he's going to do, or a challenge that he's going to face and overcome, it's like he's not going to stop until the work is done. He's going to do whatever it takes. So I'm grateful for that, because this is a big stepping stone in his life. This is something that's really going to boost him to the next level. Like we've seen him grow gradually and be more confident and things like that, while coming on the camera or telling his story. But today, or when he posted that video, we seen a completely new Courtney, Killa Kenz. So I'm very grateful for that, because this is only the beginning. Whether it be by the court system or simply being him and being successful and overcoming and doing everything that he wishes in his life, he's going to get her back in some type of way. And it's sad that she's not really going to understand that, but she really threw away one of her biggest helps, someone that could have been her biggest support. And I'm not saying that she could have leaned on her child and things like that, but he was really another her, right? But in a better version. So she hated, and she saw that, okay, he's going to be 10 times better than me. And she hated that. Instead of letting him be the motivation that she needed, she said, oh, she resented him for that. And she saw the light in him, and she wanted to tarnish it the very best she could. She did not want him to see the light in himself, because if he saw the real light in himself, then she would be able to see the light that she don't really have, right? So, child. So I'm grateful, because this happened for a reason, and this is going to work in his favor. Now, big Shonda. Now, I jotted down a few things that you could be worried about instead of worrying about Killa Kenz, Courtney, and what he has going on, because this is a child, you see, telling his truth. Now, once again, I ain't trying to challenge you. I only come here to help, since you seem out of place and needing a friend as usual. I jotted down just a couple things, that you could be worried about. A bed that you can afford. Number one, you couldn't wait to get an advance on your taxes to show us that you can splurge money that you don't have on a bed you can't afford. You couldn't wait to show us what you spent on a receipt. Now it sounds kind of crazy to me. Now it's all in my opinion, But that's what it seemed like. You spent that much for a bed and someone said you didn't have a headboard. Now this sounds kind of crazy. Now you been on here crying for a light bill, crying because rent due. But you want to get on here and talk about Killa Kenz? It's some things you can't talk about. Now big Shonda is some things that you may just need to shut your mouth on. Now, I ain't trying to be a bully to you. I only come here to help you because I'm trying to be the best person that I can be. Now, I'm going to give you these last two or three pointers I got about you. I will give you the benefit of the doubt. You can come back on here and respond to me. But if you go over a second or two over the time limit that I gave you, that I done talked about you, I'm going to consider that as what? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on here and I'm going to talk about your no good husband. And then I'm going to just hurt you like that. So, next thing. A house without electronic video games. It seems that the pressure has been built up over there. I can feel it in your soul, Shonda. I didn't really have to go and watch too much of your video. It seems as though you just getting some of that pressure relieved. I understand it is tax season. We know how elf niggas be during tax season. I'm sure you getting all the attention that you want, that you've been needing. You get it once a year. You've been waiting for this time. I know. So it seems as though he's just now giving up the new 2023 game. He's just now giving it a break. He's just now giving you the attention, I'm sure. So maybe you need to focus more on that and receiving that than trying to throw shade and hurt and all of your unhealed trauma onto Courtney, Killa Kenz, big Shonda. Maybe you need to find a man that you can't control. Maybe that'll help you learn some substance. I don't know. Maybe you need to find some counseling, Shonda. Big Shonda. Maybe you need to find some counseling and finally get over those insecurities and childhood traumas. That's what I have for you, big Shonda. I thought of something else. One of the main bones that I had to pick with one man, is he called himself being a zookeeper. He called himself having a zoo over here in this sector, but he could never find a cage sturdy enough to keep his gorilla in close. See, I ain't said this. I'm just saying this is one of the things I had to address him about it. See, it upset me that he called himself a zookeeper, but he constantly had his gorilla running rapid on these motherfucking streets with her needing a friend ass, looking crazy, sounding crazy, talking to children, telling them to hush. Now listen, I don't know. I don't know. This is crazy. Anyway, so yes, to sum it up, it's no doubt in my mind that Killa Kenz is going to be great. This is a great stepping stone in his life, and I'm very grateful that Trick or Trees tried to throw this at him, and she really tried to hurt him, because being the Aries that he is only fuel to the fire. And we are a fire sign. So thank you, Trick or Trees. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to the ones that I'm about to may get. Thank you to my old ones. So y'all been holding it down. I'm so very grateful. Like I said in my previous video, my channel is growing beautifully, and I'm so very grateful for that, right? Thank y'all. I'm out.